I've been an Ohio State football fan since the day I graduated out of high school. The year the Buckeyes won the national championship with Jim Tressel as head coach, Craig Krenzel as quarterback, Maurice Carretta as starting tailback, Mike Doss as safety, and Chris Gamble as wide receiver. Ever since then, for the last 23 years, I've followed this team up and down through some of the hard times and the best times. Our wins against that team up north, our losses to that team up north, our bowl games, our national championships that we've lost, and national championships that we've won, especially the one in 2015 when we won the first ever college football playoff D1 national championship, winning against the University of Alabama and the University of Oregon to become national champions. But I've never experienced or seen anything like what we saw in the 2024-2025 college football playoff that was expanded to 12 teams and experiencing the greatest run in college football history. We ended the regular season with 2 losses. The first coming in a 1-point thriller against the University of Oregon, and the second, another heartbreaking loss to that team up north. The 4th straight time that we lost to them. Afterwards, everyone, including me, was down on this team. Down on Coach Ryan Day, saying that he can't win against them, that he can't win the big ones. Even after making the new 12-team playoff, it didn't help any, because the questions kept rising. Even given a home game in the first round of the playoffs against the Tennessee Volunteers, didn't help any of the situation. But little did any of us know that was the beginning of perhaps one of the greatest postseason runs of any football team in college football history.
O to the I-O. O to the I-O. Give me a moment. Give me a feeling. This is the ride now. This is the ride, and we on the ride.
Play caller loves to feature the 2 backs as receivers. And now a downfield shot on first down for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State strikes first. The freshman Jeremiah Smith. Hands up. Turn it up. Clear, Henderson, touchdown Ohio State, they're 3 for 3.
Give me a second, give me a reason, this is who we are, this is who we, yeah, we on the rise, baby, I'm a boss work, I'ma play my best, I'ma make you proud, bet you never see my game when it all goes down, remember our name for the title, up into the cities of the O to the I.
Turn it up. Hands up.
O to the I.
Turn it up.
O to the I. Hands up. O to the I.
Dominating performance in the first round against the University of Tennessee. The question was, could they go even further in the next round? This time, in the playoff quarterfinal against the Oregon Ducks, who we lost to by 1 point in the regular season. Quarterback Will Howard said that he wished he had a second chance against the Oregon Ducks. Well, you got a second chance at perhaps one of the biggest stages of college football, the Rose Bowl. Me personally, I wasn't there. My dad got my family and I tickets to the Fiesta Bowl, where Penn State and Boise State were playing in their quarterfinal game. But you know I had to wear and represented Ohio State there. But the next day, New Year's 2025, the journey continued.
These corners are going to be on islands. They're going to need to hold up against these receivers.
Making to Judkins again. And there is Smith roaming free. Breaks a tackle. Ohio State strikes quickly from 45 yards.
The left guard over to the right guard, and Luke Montgomery played in that Tennessee game in at left guard.
Off the fake down the middle. Caught in stride. A Buka touchdown. Buckeyes on fire. See if they take a shot here. Howard looking to launch. Right down the middle. Smith is wide open. Too easy.
One playoff.
Vertebrae. Those are two big guys to be out for Oregon right now. I'll try to keep you updated.
And the bad news gets worse. Trevion Henderson is loose down the sidelines, all the way to the end zone. It's a Crimson avalanche here in Pasadena. 66 yards.
Trophy, the president of the Pasadena Tournament of Roses, Mr. Ed Morales. Ed?
Congratulations, Coach. On behalf of the Rose Bowl game, it is my honor to present to you the Leishman Trophy.
Ohio State put on an amazing clinic against the Oregon Ducks, beating them profusely, avenging the 1-point loss earlier in the season. Will Howard had gotten what he wanted. He got the chance of playing them again, and he took it for all it was worth. Now in the next round, in the semifinals, they had to take a journey to a place that Ohio State was really, really familiar with. AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, for the Cotton Bowl Classic semifinal game against the Texas Longhorns. They may have been wearing the home scarlet for that game, but it felt like an away game. AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, facing the Texas Longhorns, they had a huge mountain to climb. Could they do it? Well, let's just say, thanks to two legendary plays, they did.
aggressive will they be in the final seconds? Henderson can make a house call from anywhere. And look out! He just might do it! Travian Henderson gets momentum back for Ohio State. 75 yards. Wow! Just like that, Kirk. One play, Texas had battled, got momentum. Ohio State erases all that. It's close for yours. Pressure comes. Sawyer knocked it out and picks it up. Jack Sawyer headed down the sidelines. Ohio State scoop and score and dagger from 82 yards. You can't script this. Roommates, when yours was at Ohio State, he spoils his dream with that strip sack and touchdown.
And how fitting for what this team's been through this entire year. This is a veteran defense, and nobody embodies that more than Jack Sawyer, the senior at 6'5", 260, who grew up in Columbus, Ohio, lifelong Buckeye fan. With the game on the line, he makes the play that could send Ohio State to the national championship.
Ohio State was here last year. You're back this year. And this year, to present the Phil Trophy to Coach Day and the Ohio State University.
Let's see if Coach Mick has been working with Day. I guess so. Let that Cotton Bowl trophy up.
They had a mountain to climb, all right, against the Texas Longhorns, and they climbed it in the most amazing way possible. Travian Henderson making a 70-yard house call at almost the end of the second quarter, and a defensive stand at almost the end of the fourth quarter, with Jack Sawyer making himself into a Buckeye legend in almost the same way that Ezekiel Elliott did 10 years ago in the Sugar Bowl against the Alabama Crimson Tide in the semifinals at the Sugar Bowl. And speaking of Jack Sawyer, this guy is perhaps one of the most important pieces of what happened in this postseason run, especially at the Cotton Bowl. Days before the national championship game, Jack Sawyer wrote this article, One More Than Forever. I have to admit, when I read this fully, some tears came down my face. This guy put his heart and soul into this article, but the last paragraph and his last words in this article stuck with me the most. And I quote, "And now we're here. One more season is down to one more game. Whatever happens Monday night, please know, coming back as a senior is a decision I make again in a heartbeat. It's been a dream come true for me to play football at this school. And I mean that literally. I dreamed of playing here, and it came true. Anyway, that's it from me. Time to lock in. Time to show them how we take a punch in Ohio. Time to go out there and play our effing game. Time to be Buckeyes. One more than forever. Jack." It did come down to one final game, the national championship game in Atlanta, Georgia, against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, a team that hasn't won a national championship since the 1980s. A team hoping that their head coach, former Buckeye Marcus Freeman, could possibly bring them back to glory, and he has. All they needed was a national championship to finish their story. But the truth is, we wanted to finish our story. The question is, which one would come out on top when the final play is run?
Play fake, Howard flips it, Smith's got it, and the freshman just waltzes in as the Buckeyes score to answer the Irish. First and goal. Judkins slips a tackle. Judkins dives for the end zone, and Ohio State makes it 2 for 2 and takes the lead. Howard looking across the middle and has space, takes up, touchdown! Sneaking open was Quinshon Judkins. And Ohio State stretches the lead with a third long touchdown drive tonight. Tennessee and Oregon haven't had to employ that tonight. Judkins breaks free. Quinshon Judkins hits a sprint. And they'll finally run him down at the 5. explosive play for Ohio State. Pick it up where they left off. Grab 70 right there. Goal fullback 49 in front of Judkins as well as the three tight ends. Power formation, Judkins, easy! And Ohio State stretches and flexes. Get up.
See, the backers are moving. Here they come.
Heavy pressure, Howard delivers downfield. It's Smith. He's got it. Jeremiah Smith hadn't had a touch in the second half until that potential game clincher. You miss it, and the Irish have hope. It's good. And Ohio State is going to walk out of Atlanta national champions. The longest, toughest postseason climb in the history of the sport. And after all that, it's Ohio State together at the mountaintop, champions of college football.
And now, on behalf of the conferences and the institutions that administer the college football playoff, it is my honor to present to you the 2025 College Football National Champion, Coach Ryan Day and the Ohio State Buckeyes.
They truly did it. They beat the odds, beat everything that was in front of them, and became national champions. Beating 2 SEC teams, beating the #1 team in the nation, beating a Texas team in Texas in their own stadium, and beating a legendary team with hopes of getting gold. They really did it. If you followed this team this year as I did, you would know the spirituality of this team was incredibly strong. More than I can ever see beyond any football team ever. One of my favorite scriptures from Romans chapter 8:31, if God is for us, who can be against us? I truly believe God was for the Ohio State Buckeyes. And I don't say that because they won the national championship. I say that because they went through hell after losing to that team up north. The criticisms, the threats, and they had every reason to say, no, we give up. But they didn't. They stood tall, played every game, and now they're the last team standing as national champions. In 20, 30, 40 years from now, I will always look back and say that I was proud and blessed to witness the greatest run in college football history.